Welcome back to Foot in Mouth. Some recent disappointment amongst the team today with Man United's loss. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys to like and subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate the views. But yeah, it will help us quite a bit. Ethan,
It won't help United.
it won't help United, yeah. But Ethan, can you please tell us, as fresh as this wound is,
So
3-0.
sponsor, you watched the game.
Well, we all watched it, didn't we?
Well, yeah, I guess we actually did all watch
Yeah.
it. So we can all say United played shit.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely
but Sevilla
shit.
played really
Yes,
good
Sevilla
as
did
well.
play well, but it is their home, and this is like Sevilla are like Europa, like kings, eh? They've won this thing like 6 times or some shit.
Yeah, they got the 6 badge.
But it's
They-
like I told you, you have to take with that just means that they failed to win the Champions League. They failed to get past the Champions League group stage that many times in a row.
Yes,
bro.
for sure. But it also says something that they are like the king of like the B class teams. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To be able to win this
Like
thing
on
that
a,
many
on a
times.
mental note, they
Yeah.
just got it.
Well, I'm
But
glad that
that's
we
what it looked
are-
like last night. Like United just mentally got a mental weakness spasm.
That's the thing.
Like from the start.
I'm glad we're at least in a time when Ethan can talk about Sevilla having a one-up on B-class teams after they've beaten Man United. Like
fuck me, I did-
we
I
are.
did
in
But
my-
the-
Ethan's not one of those.
like yeah,
United fans.
he's a real fan. Nah, respect, brother, respect.
But yeah, like Spawn says, I think the atmosphere just like got to them because you could tell from the start there was nothing.
They weren't
there
up for
was,
it,
there
though.
was nothing, dude.
That Sevilla crowd was up.
It was
for
insane.
bro.
The stadium was packed with white shirts. It was hectic seeing
Yeah,
that
I was,
many.
I was still asking my homie, it's like, yo, does Madrid like is Madrid that white also?
Yo,
Like,
dude.
do they hand the shirts out?
Yeah,
like when
to
they get
to
there?
that many.
Nah, dude, that Sevilla crowd was
Yeah, but yeah, let's get into the game. So
obviously like what at least 2 of the 3 goals absolutely Man United's.
yeah, let's talk about that first one. So
Opa Maguire.
that first one, yeah, the Maguire mistake. So De Gea passes to Maguire, and immediately Maguire's got 3 guys on him.
Yeah.
So he's got.
Who's at fault?
That's what I'm about to try and break
Who
down.
you
now
blaming?
for a
Who you
second.
blaming?
I don't say
It's a very quick answer, Ethan.
No, it's not. It's not all Maguire's
It
fault.
definitely is. He
No.
asked for the
No,
ball.
no. I don't think so. But the thing is, he can ask for the ball, but the Gea should have known.
There's
Don't
many-
he's a
pass
captain.
to
There's
Maguire.
many
He's a
times.
captain.
Not
I don't
even.
give a
He's
shit.
he has a better view.
Bro, there's so many times you
Nah.
call for a ball and nobody passes you the ball. Just because he called for it, look, it is Maguire's. I'll go 50-50. Because De Gea, as a keeper, you
The
should
ball's
know.
not even that bad. Yes, you
No,
shouldn't.
it's not
you
that
shouldn't
bad.
pass it to him, but he asked him for it. It's your captain.
But
Pass
also-
the ball to him, and he gives him a decent ball. It's not bobbling.
It's not a
The
great.
Gea should have known that
De
was
Gea
not
should
the
have-
pass
it's
to
not
make.
it's
The
not
ball-
a
the
great
ball-
ball. He could have given it harder and faster. It wasn't a great ball, and you should be able
If
to. You
Magu-
should be able to see this guy's got 3 players around him.
Yeah,
I
he's,
kn-
he's about to be swamped.
I know who I'm passing to. This is
Nah, yeah,
Maguire.
somebody-
This
yeah.
isn't Ronaldinho I'm passing to. I know this guy's not great.
No,
in
but
his
then
feet.
you're
I see
asking.
3
But then you're asking Dae to think for Maguire.
No, I'm
No.
asking for both
I'm
people.
asking-
I'm saying that he
the
is
Gea
trusting his captain there.
Nah, but that
I hear what you guys are saying.
you get
but
trust in a
I'm-
captain, but then you also get absolute naivety.
Nah,
He's-
look here.
he had a clear view of how many players were
Yes.
coming in on Maguire.
And
bruh.
fair enough,
Maguire just put
should,
it out then.
Maguire should know.
Then shout it. Then he can shout it at Dae for passing, and then Dae can be like, "But you asked for the ball." Then they can have that little argument.
No,
but
exactly.
the ball's not onto Wan-Bissaka. Maguire, you should know that he's asking for the ball. So he's obviously got some form of something in his mind of what he's gonna do. He obviously has made his mind up before
But-
the ball even came to him, and when it came to him, he
But
still fucking did it.
I'm
Like,
thinking
come on,
if
blood.
Maguire gets a faster ball, he's got more time. He's got more time to
Yeah.
either let the ball run past him and make a run, or he's got time to turn around. I'm saying not a great pass. De Gea sees everything. He's seeing the 3 guys.
Gea absolutely saw 3 guys were on
Fair
him,
enough,
bro.
Maguire should know that there's guys around him, but sometimes it happens. You don't see the one guy because I think he saw the one guy on his right because he tried to go to his left.
Nah,
I
saw
have
everyone.
I have to sympathize with this because last season we saw this exact same thing happen with Xhaka when the ball was passed back to him from the goalkeeper, and as soon as the ball was passed to him, the players were on him, the opposition players were on him, and we lost possession. And like that's why I'm saying I can sympathize, because I know that all the talk from then was, why the hell did Leno make that pass in the first place?
Yeah.
Because you
And
can
also-
clearly see that this man is about to be overrun.
Yeah.
His back is to those players. He didn't see them
didn't
close that
see.
ground
Exactly.
between him seeing them and turning around. The goalkeeper should know that's not the right, whether the Brak called for the ball or not.
Exactly. There's been many times Maguire calls for a ball and no one passes to him.
Yeah, without any players closing
Exactly.
in on him, bruh.
So-
like, look, when you pick and choose to do it.
Obviously, overall, it's Maguire's fault, but De Gea plays a part in that fault. You can't not blame the guy who's passing him the ball.
At the same time, if that
Yeah.
pass of Maguire's actually goes cleanly
Nah, I
through
disagree,
that
but okay,
dude's
fair
legs,
enough.
that just looks like a
I
Maguire
know, Maguire's a
masterclass,
genius, bro. Holy shit.
He was on the cusp of greatness, dog.
But,
Okay, fair enough, but I get your points. But I still Nah, I'm not gonna fucking. I would if Daya doesn't make that second mistake,
Yes.
then I'll
which
be
is
like
really
50-50.
bad.
He's
Yeah.
made his own fuck mistake,
Yes.
so they both can have their own blame for their own
Yeah.
little mistakes.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is it's almost 50-50 blame.
Yeah.
Almost. Obviously, De Gea takes. I mean, Maguire takes more of it, but it's almost both of their fault.
Again, I think the Gea takes more of it. I think it was the simplest thing to know that's not the pass to make.
I
bro.
think and I think Maguire takes the blame because when he's still got time. The ball's not a bobbling. It's not
But
bobbling
it's
or
not a
anything.
great pass.
It's no, it's fine.
And it's not enough
No, it
power on
wasn't
that
a great
pass.
pass.
no, guys. It's enough pace.
But
on it.
there
It's
was enough for him to at least maybe even just throw
booted
it back
out.
to De
Exactly.
Gea.
He
bruh.
could have fucking booted it out.
He
I
could
don't know
have.
why.
He definitely could
So
have.
that's why. Look, and then fucking scream at Day and be like, and then Day can be, yeah, but you asked me to pass. But have that argument afterward. That man booted it out.
Look, it is what it is. Let us know who you think takes more of the blame, or if it's just a 50-50 as well. But yeah, that was the first goal.
That does sum up like the way they were playing though.
Yeah.
Sevilla was playing high pressure, full, like a lot of fucking energy, and United could not cope.
They tried their
United
their
had
own
no
version
communication at the back, bro.
in
No, there was
general.
zero
I mean, they
communication.
tried their own version of high intensity. I mean, Sabitzer was Sabitzer.
yeah, Sabitzer.
He was all over fucking they play Seville, but giving fouls away, not actually getting clean tackles.
Yeah.
Trying to up the intensity, but didn't really work. Did it?
Honestly, I think like the only Sancho disappointed a big time. Martial also disappointed because I ended up coming off with another injury.
Injured, bro.
Another
You
fucking
guys have
injury.
played Seville twice, and you've lost with
That's
4
5-2
cut
on
goals
aggregate, and you
Terrible
scored how
goals.
many of
and
those
and
goals?
lost how many key players?
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
Seville for United.
I know
eh?
they've done us in big time.
And you know what's ironic is that going into the first leg, I had asked Ethan about that record because Man United's record against Sevilla was bad.
they've kicked us out 3 times.
Of the 3 times
Yeah.
they've played, United haven't won. It's been 2 losses and a draw or something like that. And Ethan felt, and rightfully so, I think that this was the year you can at least turn it around
Well, I mean, they beat Barcelona. They 13th
Exactly.
in the
we beat Real Betis.
in La Liga.
in La Liga. Yeah.
No,
They're
look-
behind all the teams you've beaten already.
United fully done themselves in with that first leg. As soon as we came out of that
Yeah.
first leg 2-2 with 2 own goals, you fucked yourself.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to their home and you need to do better than that. That's not gonna happen.
Look, you
I
never-
also think that not many people expected. Again, I don't watch much La Liga, but that, like you were saying, that atmosphere, bro.
It killed him.
I think it absolutely smothered them, bro. It smothered the fuck out of them. It was crazy.
And then Bruno also didn't play in this game. He was insanely
Suspended.
missed because he got a yellow card in that first one, and there was like 0 attacking play going in that mid, dude. I don't know what was happening, but between Eriksen, Sabitzer, and Casemiro, they had terrible games. Like
yeah, your midfield was lost.
Non-existent.
we were talking about the passing stats. So
Sabitzer.
Sabitzer had 50-something% passing success.
He played the whole game.
He played all game. Casemiro 60% passing rate. The best was Eriksen with the 80% passing rate.
And that's doable.
Doable. And these
that
are
level, yeah.
world class midfielders. As soon as you hear that mid, you're like, oh, they've got it.
Yeah.
A mid of those 3, they've got it.
And again, against 13th place
I know.
Sevilla.
I know. But and then let's get into that third De Gea mistake
The
with the
mess
third
up.
goal.
That was fuck.
The
What
mess
the
up.
fuck, dude?
I don't know what was going through his head.
I still don't know what.
Well,
he's
I guess
actually trying
I
to
know
do.
what was going through his head.
No, what
he
he's
he
doing-
tried to collect it instead of clear it.
But
I don't think he
as
tried to boot
yes,
it.
but the technique shows that while he's trying to collect it, he changed his mind
Yep.
and tried to sky it.
Yep.
So again,
I don't
what
even
is he
I don't
trying
even,
to
I don't
do?
even think it's a matter of
What-
he
at
changed
what
his
po-
mind and tried this guy. I think he fucked up his footwork, bro. I genuinely think that he just fucking buckled when he was at that moment. He realized this ain't the type of ball that I can just collect, brother. And he just
Yeah, he tried to.
it
Yeah,
was,
he
it
changed
was
his mind.
stupid. It was absolutely stupid.
What
bro.
technique was that? Now, I'm no expert. I always say
No,
that.
that
but
was
fuck.
nah.
But
There's
shame
no
he knew
word.
it.
Okay.
He didn't need anyone to tell him.
There's
I
a ton
guess.
of calls for United fans to get him
I
out
was
the
gonna
club
say,
now. eh?
let's get into that. Even before this, there have
There
been
were
a
calls.
lot of,
There were calls.
and I've consistently said I like De Gea and I don't think we should get rid of him. Even with this, I still don't think we should get rid of him
Really?
because he's still he's got the highest clean sheets for any United goalkeeper ever.
In his
I think,
career.
I think he's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season as well. So I don't think that. No, I think he does. I think those stats are. I think that second one is actually to check it. But remember we've conceded nothing at home this season. Remember,
Nothing.
we have the best home record
We
this
conceded
season.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that Liverpool game was away.
Yeah.
All our home shit has been decent. But I still don't think we should get rid of De
Yeah,
Gea.
De Gea most clean sheets.
How
And then
much?
Nick Pope.
What is it? Like, how much is it?
I'm not sure. Let me actually check.
I'm not lying about these stats. Here. I'm not
Damn,
lying.
homie, okay.
Statistically, De Gea is
Okay.
insanely good, bro.
14. Nick Pope's got
That's not
13.
bad.
And
That's
then
not bad.
Ramsdale's on 12.
I just think when you take away Varane and Martinez, it's a lot tougher for fucking De Gea to do that on
Oh,
his
yeah,
own.
bro.
It's
That's
a-
why I'd say the communication was fucking gone,
Exactly.
bro.
I think it's a lot tougher, and we know he's not good on his feet. I don't know why they keep trying to get him to do this shit. Like, imagine instead of
Modern day keeper, bro.
I
He
know.
needs to be able to do it.
I don't give a shit though. Like, imagine instead of trying to pass to Maguire, he just fucking hoofed it.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Everything's
imagine,
different.
and that's
It
and
changes the flow of the
literally
game.
completely. Why the fuck are you playing?
To be fair, it wouldn't. They're just gonna come straight back at you. You guys
For
have
sure.
No, fair
nothing
enough.
about
But,
but
the
we
reason
wouldn't
I
have
say
fucked up
changes
like
the
that.
flow
But
is just
yeah,
because
yeah.
United won't be in their heads about it. That first goal,
It was-
people were nervous immediately because
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you're thinking 3-0 and they pressed the fuck out of us to get
And
that
I imagine
goal.
you, De Gea, and Maguire. That's our two centers at the back. How do you
Seniors,
how do you
dog.
feel after that shit? You're
Captains.
probably like, fuck, this game's on an edge now.
Yeah,
Nah, they fucked and
They fucked
up.
bottled that shit, bro.
But
yeah, bruh.
De Gea also, I think he ranks last in the Premier League in sweeper regains.
He's not a sweeper.
He's not a sweeper keeper at all, and that's why I think that whole thing of coming out and getting he's not that.
He's
type
a
of keeper.
vintage goalkeeper.
Exactly, and I see no issue with that. We just
He's
need
one
to,
of the best shot stoppers in the ever.
we just need to play
ever.
to his strengths. We need to stop fucking telling him to do shit he's not used to.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
Maybe
who's
it's time
telling
to move on
you?
from
You
him.
putting it on Ten Hag then? Telling
Yes,
him to stand there,
the
try
whole
and do that.
the whole pass out from the back mindset, I am putting on Ten Hag 100%.
Yeah, it's the coach's
I've been
strategy.
saying for a while they should not be doing this.
It's the coach's strategy. He decides
We
that.
can maybe do it if Varane and Martinez are there, but especially if they're not there, we cannot be
So
passing
what's the
out.
alternative?
Just boot it.
But who's up front, bro? You
No,
got-
I know there's
No, but just clear
your
it. Give yourself
midfielder's not
breathing
gonna win
room.
the second.
No,
or you're
Give
gonna
yourself
line
breathing room,
yeah.
bro.
And
Just give yourself breathing. Let your team reorganize at least.
I've said this already. We don't have physical midfielders and attackers. So if we do boot the ball up, no one's going to win it on our
got
team.
Casemiro.
No, he's a defensive mid. He's not going to
Oh,
be
you
up.
mean high up
Yeah, the
top?
second ball.
You don't have a Vejos that's
No.
like in a cam. Like,
Yeah, and even Vejos doesn't like getting air balls. He's terrible.
that
at
man.
it.
this is bizarre.
He avoids air balls. I don't know what the fuck his
He's
deal
so
is.
big, bro.
But
I watched him run for the first time. Just
it's awkward as fuck. Eh? He looks like
and then he fell
Like
over.
he's in a fall. Yes.
He literally fell over, and it looked so.
You know how many
bruh.
times that happens. Every single game he plays, at one point he just falls over, and then he's just like, "Fuck."
I was like,
He's
bruh,
like a
yo.
newborn giraffe just trying to fucking
I
get out
told
there.
you, bro. Jesse, shout out Jesse. Jesse says whenever he gets the ball, she just panics and says, "Oh no, it's the clumsy guy."
That
Like,
man,
No, he
that
is.
man, like Peter Crouch, look majestic, bro.
I know.
Bruh.
And to think we went from Ronaldo to this, bro. Like as much as the United fans, as much as you have an issue with Ronaldo, how the fuck do you go from that to this? We went from Ronaldo to a Burnley reject, full time Burnley reject,
Harry Potter character.
a Harry Potter character, bro.
oh man, which Turkish club is he from again?
I think it's Besiktas, isn't
It's
it?
Besiktas, I think.
I think he's
just
on loan at
I just think
Besiktas.
it's so. It's just when he scored that first goal for you guys. It was in Europa, and then you like cried. There.
I know you're so happy.
How
Just
many
so-
offside goals has he scored? Because I've seen him score goals that have been ruled out also.
No, I'm gonna be honest. He's not offside that often because he likes to go
Because
deep.
he's so slow.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really be, but
It's someone else that's
he likes to
offside.
go deep a lot. But that's what she said. But
Pause, bro.
into
Oh.
this is kind of on United.
Yeah, no.
This is on
completely,
United.
bro.
Even with the injuries too, it's still on United. We playing, I think, on average 3 games a week,
Yeah.
and we have fuck all depth. At some point, this shit was gonna start catching up to us, and it
Yeah.
seems like it is now.
You lost 5-2 on aggregate and you scored 4
And we
goals.
scored, and we caused directly 4 of those 5 goals. It's terrible.
That's a bottle. That is a bottle.
But
yeah.
yeah, we missed Bruno. There was fuck all attacking. Anthony was good again. He works hard at least.
Yeah,
I say
yeah,
that
yeah.
every week.
He used his right foot.
And then yeah, United's next game is now Brighton
Yeah.
on Sunday.
And that was my question. After the Sevilla game, what are you feeling about this FA Cup game?
I'm expecting a bounce back.
Nah.
Full time.
Hoping or
Against Brighton
expecting?
of all clubs.
I'm expecting a
Cap.
full-time bounce back.
Cap.
A full-time bounce
Cap.
back. Let me tell you why.
I don't buy it. I see you.
Let me
That's,
get into
that's
it.
hope.
Let me
No, no,
see.
no.
Tell us- tell us
No,
why.
we get-
Tell us why.
Let's hope. That's not.
Tell us why.
expecting.
Let me get into it. We're third on the log right now. Let me get into it. So there's gonna be no Maguire. He's suspended for this game.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming we will go Lindelof and Shaw as our centre backs.
And then Malacia.
Maybe Malacia or Delo. Delos has played left back the last like 2-3 games.
he
and
get a goal not
he
too
did
long ago?
when he was playing a left back. So he's decent at being a left back. So yeah, we'll put Delo there, and then Bruno will be back. I think that's going to be the biggest.
And
thing.
he's fresh.
Yeah.
And he's fresh.
So Bruno's back, and obviously Martial's
doesn't
out
help.
again.
No,
It
fuck
doesn't
that.
help
Yeah,
that you
he's
play
done. He's
this
done.
soon after the Sevilla
No, he's
game.
done at your club. Honestly, after that game, this game, now he's done, bro.
And the funny thing is,
He's done.
No, I think he is
He's
too.
made of glass, bro.
I said this to Logan.
Sturridge.
I said this to Logan a while ago. We should sell Rashford and Martial to Arsenal.
I would take Rashford.
I think it's a good call for you to sell Martial to Arsenal. They will be picking up a player that will never
We
fucking play.
would have taken him years ago.
They
we
would
won't take him
and
anymore.
he would fit the Arsenal system really well because he's
We've
good.
tried
He's
to
good
get
on
him
the
a
ball.
few times. Even since he joined United, we've tried.
But even before this like fucking career-making season that Rashford's having, that isn't even that good. It's on par with Salah's worst season,
But for Rashford, it is good just because
which is terrible.
No, but
Yeah,
what I'm saying is
For Rashford, it's good.
What
For
helps Rashford is that at his age currently, he's shown a decent amount of consistency in the league.
Yeah, but
Like
For Rashford.
For Rashford,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm saying for a dude that's 24, 25 years old to have double-digit goal-scoring seasons, like 5 seasons running, 6 seasons running, or maybe not in a row, but of your 6 seasons of professional football, since you were a teenager, you've been hitting double digits. That's
To
consistency.
be honest,
right?
in my opinion, this is his first actual season. All
Yes.
the other seasons were like,
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's always been so impressive, because all those other seasons when he was
prospect
younger,
seasons.
And the
when
thing-
he was younger, he
but
was
he's of
still
age. He's
getting...
20, what now?
Now, I'm
Yeah,
saying
it's like
now.
20.
Now
no,
he's
it's
24,
of- nah,
25.
I think you're giving him a little bit too much credit. He's
th-
of
I
the
think
age
so
to be
too.
forming the way he
I think
should
so
be.
too.
No,
And also-
I suppose, but I just don't think that I don't think he's underwhelming. I think his
No,
overall play is underwhelming, but
Yes.
he's finishing, bro. His
Yeah,
finishing
yeah.
is good.
Well, he hit it just at the right point.
Yeah,
Like,
he did.
If it
People
had
were
taken any
about to
longer,
lose
it
hope on
would
him.
have. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I guess.
That's why I think he's
I
got the
also-
swagger about him, because it's like he's used that negativity, and it's almost
Nah,
it's almost like a bit of a fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the whole look at
eventually-
you now
no.
thing.
Eventually, but like I've always stood by the fact that I think that most of his struggles come from the fact that he's had to play under like 6 different managers, bro.
Oh
since
no,
he's come
yeah,
to
that
team.
doesn't help.
No,
Like,
it
that's
doesn't.
terrible. And the armbands constantly changing, and then there's this.
Yeah, there wasn't
toxicity,
any
and then
stability
there's-
around him.
It's terrible,
Let's be
bro.
fair, yeah.
I always said put that boy in a positive environment, he'll flourish.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But United need strikers.
Yeah.
We can't rely on Martial at all, and we can't even rely on Rashford too, and he's a winger in all honesty.
Yeah, if your team is playing cock, he's not going to drag you out of the
No.
game, innit? I
No,
mean,
not
if
at
you
all.
get if he gets his chance, he'll take it. But he's not.
But he'll also take every chance and miss 90%.
not also gonna
But
create
who's
chances out of
there now?
nothing.
Who's there this weekend for Brighton?
What do you mean?
Who's playing striker
Gonna
for
play
Brighton?
up front.
I don't know. I don't know the Brighton squad.
No, for
No,
you.
man, for you.
Who,
No,
who are you playing up front?
It's probably gonna be because if Martial's is injured, it's Weghorst.
Yes.
It's literally Weghorst.
Did Rashford not make an appearance?
He did, but like I said,
He
he's a
fucking
winger.
came off.
I'm saying
Oh,
you wouldn't play Rashford striker.
I would, but then who do we put on the left? Sancho had a terrible
Sancho's
game.
whack.
Yeah, he's whack.
And
I
what
would,
about your boy Palestri? Doesn't he play on the left?
he's a right
What's
winger.
got Nacho?
He was injured, but the rumor is he is coming back like really soon, but he's still injured for something. So I think the way we have to line up, and goddamn is it terrible.
Weghorst up front, Rashford on the left.
Yeah, Anthony
Watch
on
him
the
have a
right.
banger.
Weghorst? The only thing banging is that dude's knees, bro.
Yo, bro.
But,
Nah,
but I do think we'll win though. I think the Brighton
So
game,
wait,
it's
if
gonna
that
be
man
tough.
scores, do you laugh or celebrate?
No, I celebrate. Obviously, he works
Man
hard for the
United
club.
player.
He's a Man United player. I'm gonna celebrate every goal he gets, even though it's just one, the one so far. But
So yeah, you celebrated that goal.
yes, I did, and so did he. He was like in
Yeah,
tears.
yeah,
and
he
shit.
cried. Yeah, he cried. We
Um,
keep mentioning it, but we will keep mentioning it.
we will
because
keep-
it's
because it's a
funny.
beautiful moment.
It's
man.
very funny. Yeah.
We're not making fun of it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a battle. I think United will win. I'll give the score fucking 2-1 United.
Damn. I don't know, man. I think De Zerbi's onto something. I think this Brighton team is
I know.
just phenomenal.
I'm gonna
I was
go
telling Spons today, I saw a stat where they like the highest scoring team in the league in 2023 this year, like in the calendar year.
I'm gonna go a 0-0, bro.
Fair enough.
You think there's gonna be a replay? Another game for Man United. It's FA Cup. yeah.
FA Cup.
It's FA Cup.
It's FA Cup.
I think there is a replay. This isn't 2 legs, no. This is.
I actually have
this
no
is, This
idea.
is just a one.
I think it's just a one and done.
You guys do have good players.
Unless there's a draw, yeah, then I think there's a replay at whatever the other ground is. This is at Old Trafford, yeah.
No, I think it's at Wembley. I think they do it. I think
Yeah,
they're
it's
doing it.
semi-final vibes.
Yeah, I think it's the semi-final things. I
Really?
think they're just doing
from
it.
semi-finals up. You play it at the.
So
good
what?
old-
Man United are playing on Sunday. Man City playing Saturday.
Is it?
No, I'm asking because
I
you
don't
had said earlier on that Man United playing Sunday.
Yeah, United play Sunday.
I don't know, man. I honestly think that Brighton are absolutely hell-bent on this run that they're on. They can make history for their club this season, bro.
Yes.
And they are playing with the right attitudes. They're playing the right kind of fucking football.
Mm-hmm.
That much is for damn sure. And I think that they can add to the misery, bro. I can't lie. It's at Come on. It's at Wembley. Yeah, dude. I think I'm giving it to Brighton. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Brighton. 2-1 Brighton. Genuine.
Yeah, considering it's not at anyone's ground.
And I would love to see a Danny Welbeck goal.
And
I'd love to
United
see a
have
Danny
this
Welbeck
mental
goal.
block apparently with away games.
There's still no Varane Martinez. That's honestly
No,
the main
there
reason.
isn't. But
Luke Shaw at left centre back is tried and tested and it
And
works.
he's good, yeah, he's
but I
good.
still think that
He doesn't
this
look fully fit, bruv.
this
Or he
man-
didn't look last night. He
this
definitely
Man
didn't look fully
United
fit.
team, bruh, they are gonna need a lot to go in their favour.
And
if they're
I
gonna-
think that will be Bruno. I think Bruno. I know I talked shit about him like earlier this season, but I think Bruno is the heart and soul of this team now, dude.
He's the heart and soul of your attack.
He is literally the heart and soul of this team. It's insane.
I'm sorry, that sounds a little bit depressing, bro. Bruno
No, it is.
Fernandes is the
Spons-
heart and soul of your
I thought
fucking
the
team.
exact same thing a couple weeks ago.
That's
but
why he
the,
had
but the
the
more
armband.
but the
Captain's
more I
last.
see him play, dude, and the stats on this guy, he's only second to Kevin De Bruyne in all like stats wise.
Yeah, no, he's a hell of a player. It's his attitude.
It's his
just
attitude. Yeah, exactly.
What did you say
Atti-
your score prediction is for the FA
Attitude
Cup?
last. I still I think so. They'll go to penalties, yeah.
I don't know.
Will there be a replay?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I
I'm gonna
know
go-
that
I'm gonna go
with
no,
all
no.
the rounds before this, there's a replay.
I'm gonna go no.
No,
I don't know why.
You think it's gonna play at all?
I
No.
feel like they both United.
But what do you think? But what would you more want to see a FA Cup final? A Manchester derby or Man City versus? Because Man City are gonna fucking win.
I want
bro.
to see Man United lose to Man City
In the final.
But then City gets the treble.
So,
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
don't
guess
give a
that's
fuck.
why he especially wants
I
to
don't
see
give a
it.
fuck.
No, that we want the opposite.
Yeah, you are United supporter. I don't give a
He
fuck.
especially
I don't
wants
care.
to
If,
see
I don't
it,
care if
bro.
City gets trebles.
They're
and all
playing
that shit.
Sheffield United.
Yeah,
bro,
they
Man
definitely-
City.
they definitely
They're playing against Sheffield United. Like they are going to be in the final.
United needs to put all focus into not letting City win the FA Cup now. That's what I'm saying.
Damn. And Arsenal need to put all their focus
'cause-
on not letting Man
Nah,
City
I don't
win
want.
the
I
league.
don't want United to win the FA Cup as a Liverpool supporter. As a Liverpool supporter.
But Spons, think about what Man City did to Liverpool, bro.
Exactly. That just makes us look so much better that we
That you
kept up
did it.
with them.
Listen, I agree with Spons. I think that Man City beating Man United in the final would be fucking poetic, but I would love to see De Zerbi actually get Brighton to a FA Cup final.
Yeah.
That man, I would. This team is doing such
To be
dope
fair,
things, bro.
the FA Cup was that trophy that the middle.
I mean,
the
Leicester
middle
won
team.
it. Leicester won it.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I
middle
mean?
team.
And that was
it's
huge
not
for
out of
them.
the. It's not out of the.
It's just unfortunate that whoever
of this
comes up,
world for them
whoever
to
gets
win
into
it.
that final is coming up against a Manchester City that is this close to a treble
Yeah.
and a three.
No, they cannot do it. I don't mind the team doing the treble. Bro.
I don't know, man.
just-
I think they will do it, no matter who they come up against.
I don't
It's
think
just
they're gonna
down-
win the
it's down-
Champions League, though.
It's down to Arsenal to stop them from winning.
I don't
the
think they'll
treble,
get the
bruh.
treble because I think Madrid will beat them.
Damn, that's a hell of a draw. I'm so excited to watch those two legs, bruh.
And I'm
That's
happy it's
gonna
not
be-
in the final because now you get two legs.
Do you know what I will say? I think that Man City have never looked more likely to beat Real Madrid than they do right now. I'll say that much.
If it was in the final, I say
If
City.
Man City did not tear Bayern Munich apart like they just did, I would be
Tuchel.
like, nah, Real Madrid can probably do this.
Tuchel's Bayern, man. Fucking
Nah, brother.
Tuchel's whack.
I'm sorry. That was disrespectful, bro.
Man City are a machine.
That was disrespectful.
They
What
are-
they did in the first leg alone was
They are
disrespectful.
literally a machine.
They made Upamecano look average as
But
fuck,
Real Madrid
bro.
is Real Madrid.
Real Madrid is Real Madrid.
And I'm only
this
saying,
is
and
their,
I'm only,
tournament,
and
bruh.
I'm only saying that because of what they did to us, bro.
This is Real Madrid's competition. It's every year it's theirs to lose. I 100% believe that. But like I'm saying, this year I think Manchester City, brother.
Speaking of theirs to lose, Arsenal, Southampton.
Arsenal, Southampton. right
Are
off the
you
bat-
still in the driving seat?
Yes, we are. Up until that. Look, also on top of that, the fact that this weekend Man City aren't playing a Premier League game, we've got a massive opportunity to get in their heads a little bit again by getting that gap a little bit there again. You know, if we can go to play against them at the Etihad with a 5-point gap or
Yeah.
4-point gap, or you know what I mean, whatever the gap will be,
Yeah, you will have a gap.
that works. That helps. So
But do you think you need to win that game to
we
win the league?
abso-
If you win
the Etihad.
if you win that game, you win the league.
I think
I think
if
it
we
comes
win
down
that
to
game,
that
we
too.
win the league. But at the same time, I told Ethan before, I still think that Manchester City there's every chance that they could also drop points in the last 8 games of the season just because of this Champions League run.
What
Those
game?
Madrid games are going to take a lot out of them.
What
bro.
But
game?
they have depth,
The last
dude.
3 games that they have is Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Brentford away.
That's easy.
They win 10
That's
games
easy.
in a row.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
They
I-
win their last 10 games. They've
they,
done
they
it.
do that.
But no, they win that with a B team. They still win those games.
absolutely do that. But like I'm saying, I said straight up, drop points doesn't necessarily mean they have to lose. I'm
Yeah.
saying in this run of 8 games that's
And
left,
you guys?
we also have some
They
challenging
also have, like,
games.
Chelsea,
There's
Newcastle.
Newcastle's the
Newcastle
big worry
away.
because it's
Newcastle
Newcastle
away.
at St James Park. But Newcastle look like they're starting to lose it a little
are
bit. They're
starting
starting
to.
to feel the season, so maybe it's a good time for us. Alexander Isaac's always a threat, but still, I think that if I told you also, if Manchester City do actually in these 8 games, if they don't drop points, well then fair as fucks, bro. They deserve the league.
Do you think these last 2 results damaged you guys a bit, like mentally?
Mentally, the West Ham game probably. The Liverpool I could understand because it's Liverpool at Anfield. You know what I mean?
But
the West Ham game was a shambles.
Yeah.
But I will say, when we've had performances like that where we bomb, we usually come back fucking better than ever and we go on a solid run. And at the end of the day, we are still on a fucking lossless run, bro. We're still on a good run. The draw is shit to take, and it should have been a win.
Thing is, it's going to have to be a great run to beat Man City.
It does. It will
Man
have to
City
be.
are gonna win these
It
10
will have
games,
to be a great run, but at
You
the
guys
same,
have to win all your games
But
as well.
at the same, no, we do, and that's why I say it's still in our hands.
Yeah.
If we want this, and if we
Yeah,
actually,
it's there.
if we actually want this, play,
Yeah.
earn it.
Did you see
win your games?
the stuff where Arteta was like basically blaming the mentality for that last West Ham game?
Yeah.
And
Well, I
then
mean, everyone
Odegaard,
kinda is,
Odegaard and Xhaka were like arguing the opposite.
Yeah, they were.
It's
But I mean, everyone is besides the players. Like, I mean, if you listen to Henry in the Champions League panel, he's like, nah, it's mentally they're too emotional.
It's so new.
Yeah,
This
because
is
like you
all
got
very
City.
overwhelming.
City's like a machine. They peaking at the right time, but it's
Yeah.
so subtle. It's just so monotonous that you don't even notice that they're playing now. They just do what they do.
They just
Whereas-
did.
They just did. But like Liverpool was also there, that you can't win a league on emotion. Like is what Thierry also said. You win cups and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the 38 game
Game
league season, you don't win on emotion. That is
That's-
composure. Fucking.
That's a solid point, yeah.
So at the moment, Arsenal are playing on emotion. And they have been.
Or in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
that's why their performance is obviously still good, but the emotion
We've
is getting to
thrown
them a
away.
bit, and that's where you're losing those
Yeah.
points. They need to find that cold heart, that coldness somewhere. Yeah, and I think it's going to be difficult for them to do that, because obviously you've got Arteta first time
He's also
experiencing
probably
this,
emotional.
and the players experiencing this. You only got 1 or 2 players that have been in this position before, so it's going to be difficult for them to find that ruthless coldness. But yeah, that's what they need to do, in my opinion.
And on top, you can kind of see, I think it is also probably getting a bit to Mikel. He'll never admit it, obviously, but
can't.
like I can't get over his substitutions
subs-
in his last 2 games have been so
they've been
fucking
weird,
weird,
yeah.
bro.
Exposing the weakness a bit, eh?
But that's also
But
what
it feels like he's doing it because he feels he needs to do something. Also.
Look, what it's also not so much exposing, what it's also highlighting, I think, is
Yeah,
why
that's better.
Manchester City have always been favourites.
Yeah.
We have better depth now, but better depth is still nowhere near
nowhere
the
near,
level of depth
yeah.
that Man City have.
We
bro.
don't. It's so wild how you take for granted how
It's so
good
easy.
City is, and then you just realize at this stage of the season.
And that's why I told you,
They're
if,
so
if,
good,
if Arsenal don't win the league this season, my biggest disappointment, honestly, funnily enough, won't be that we didn't win the league. It's that people are going to shit on this Arsenal team as if we've absolutely bottled it, completely disregarding the fact that A, we had no right to even be in a title challenge this
Yeah.
season, and B, Manchester City have Erling Haaland, who is on how many goals this season? The fact that we are literally still leading the pack
Yeah.
with Haaland on that many goals.
Fair enough.
Dude, at least give the credit where it's due. You know what I mean? But you know it's not gonna happen.
So you say if you so if you finish second, you say the real title was the French
The
you made
French-
along the way.
The real title, honestly, in my opinion, the real title is the one we're gonna win next season. Because I genuinely believe, without a shadow of a doubt, if we don't win this season,
Yeah.
you heard it here first. We are winning next season's Premier League. I absolutely
You're
can.
gonna
I
get
see
second.
that. I
Nah,
see
Liverpool's
that, bro.
back next season.
I fucking see that. We will win it next season.
You're gonna
Bro.
have to-
Genuine.
Okay.
Genuine, I think so. But with this game, look, it's always a 50-50 when you come up against a team that's bottom of the league, because they
They're
obviously
always
up against it.
fighting and shit. Yeah.
But they have less to fight for than Arsenal.
Do you know what's funny is that it's these games that like Southampton have never ever beaten
But they're
Arsenal at
both
the
fighting.
Emirates.
So
right?
this is the metal.
Southampton have never beaten Arsenal at the Emirates before. When stats like that start coming up, that's when I get the most nervous, because now I'm like, oh, why am I hearing about this now, man? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, why have people dug these details out? Like, that's when I kind of get, but that's just more the superstition in me, I guess. But we absolutely should beat them. We absolutely, even with the James Ward-Prowse Worldy free kick, we should absolutely beat them.
It does look like you guys are running out of steam. Mentally, not
Look,
physically.
it's mentally, yeah. And on top of that, the fact that we don't have Saliba, and it looks like Saliba is out for the rest of the season.
They'll be out.
Nah, they forced him
Is he
back,
out for the whole season?
All the talk that I've seen now from Charles Watts lately was him busy saying that
He's
Hey,
on bicycle. What's the name? He's trying to force his way back.
yeah, he's and the Arsenal, and fair play to Arsenal, the backroom staff, they do not want him to do that because this man is supposed to be the future of our club. It doesn't help if we only have him for a season and then he gets a fucked up injury.
push those last couple of
But
games.
it's the league.
That's the thing.
I say push it.
And that's why I say it's gonna take. It's like you said, you don't win a league on emotion, right? It
That's
takes
an emotional
discipline.
decision to do that.
It
Fair
takes
enough, fair
discipline.
enough.
If you can't do it this season, fight as hard as you can to do it this season. But if you can't do it, you know what? Fair play to Man City. But
I just don't
think
know,
about
I don't know
next
if it'll
season,
be
bro.
as good a chance as this season, dude. In all honesty,
I think they will with recruitment because next season we are going to sign better players.
Yeah, but so will Man City, so will Chelsea, so will Liverpool,
Man
so
City
will
will
United.
as well. But you must remember, next season we still have Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, Saliba.
I'm saying
we still have Ben White. We have a fucking good team. We
Yes.
don't need to improve that much.
But I'm saying, even as a United fan, we got lucky this season that Liverpool and Chelsea decided to be so shit.
Yeah.
Next season, I don't think they'll be this shit.
Definitely, but like I said, at the same time, I think that this Arsenal squad
But
we are where we are because we are as good
because
as
of
we
them.
are.
In that context, I think you are benefiting from us being and Chelsea being shit.
Yeah. Yes.
They aren't.
No,
Our
would've
biggest
been-
benefit.
I
They
think
would've
they are
been
too.
either
I think
way.
Man City is too.
Our biggest
everyone,
benefit.
I think everyone in the top four is benefiting from it.
Our biggest benefit so far is the fact that we can look at the team this season and know that no matter what happens, it's only uphill.
Nah, I disagree.
It's
Ethan.
only
I'm saying
uphill.
Newcastle, Brighton, and like West Ham, and obviously you guys.
obviously
West Ham's benefiting from
Those
nothing,
are the
bro.
teams that are benefiting from
West Ham's
Chelsea
benefiting
because
from
it's
nothing.
because okay.
No, but I mean, Liverpool last season was top three.
Yeah, but that's my point. I'm saying
If they were good this
if we
season,
were-
they'd be top
so
three.
then
Then they'd be pushing Arsenal's place
then
out.
Brighton, then Arsenal still have a good season if they finish fourth. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that's why this
This
is the only
season's
chance to
target was
win.
Champions League.
Exactly.
That's why I'm
That
saying
was this season's
yes, but I'm
target.
saying this is their only chance to win. Next season, everyone
Nah,
else gets better.
I don't think our only
Liverpool's
chance.
second next season.
I
and then
also
where's Arsenal?
I agree, but at the same time, you were the one who kind of got me thinking about it in a sense of this Arsenal team is already so young and we're already so good. You say this is our last chance. It's our best chance in recent years, but it's definitely not our last chance. Not with
No.
this squad.
No.
It's their first
Not
chance.
with this squad.
And-
This is our
and-
first chance.
And that's why I said I think this is their best chance.
It's our best chance right now. I think that every season after this is just going to be a better opportunity because our players are going to be better.
Sure.
Genuine. Man City are going to improve, but again, they're going to do a similar thing to us in a sense of they're not going to improve every position because they don't need to.
The thing
So
is-
if we can go toe to toe with their squad as it is currently, for the most part, I think we're solid for another title run, bro.
Yeah, but that's assuming everything else is similar. You saying Arsenal's gonna get better. I'm saying so is Liverpool, so is Chelsea. That's gonna be top four next
I
season.
completely agree.
So is
Our
United.
benefit is that we have players like Saka and Martinelli who are going to save us hundreds of millions in the transfer market. We don't need to
Yeah,
recruit
but-
like other clubs do.
but we've seen-
Man United are going to buy a new winger. You're not going to get a winger as
gonna
good
buy
as
a-
Saka.
we're gonna buy a striker.
You're going to get a new striker. You're not going to get a striker as good as
They're gonna
Jesus
buy Saka.
unless you absolutely
No, we're gonna get Harry
shatter-
Kane.
You're gonna get, but
yeah.
again, Bayern Munich are fishing, bro.
He's not gonna-
I
he's
know
gonna
you
break
said-
the Premier League
I know
record. He's
what
not
you
gonna
said.
go out the Premier
I
League.
know what you said, but again, anything can happen, brother.
Yeah,
anything can happen. Maybe he just gets hit with a massive wave of loyalty to Spurs, and he thinks I can't play for another Premier League club. You know,
No, yeah,
anything can happen. Anyone that any of these clubs are going to go and buy, I would be very surprised to see you actually get someone who can top the players that Arsenal have in those
The
same
thing-
positions
we don't need
for
to,
good money.
We don't need to top them. We've seen these spells where Saka and Martinelli go through spells of doing nothing.
Natural.
Every
because
player,
they are kids still.
exactly. So I'm saying we don't need to get someone who's better than that. We just need to get someone consistent.
You do, and my
Like
argument
imagine
there,
we had a Casemiro on the wing.
Yeah.
we'd be out.
And-
Imagine we had a
and-
Casemiro up front. We'd be out.
you'd be someone that's missing 11 games a season. That Casemiro's been consistently suspended this season.
Yeah, but that's.
But what
we
I'm
can,
saying
we can
is-
we can all say those red cards were fucking
Look,
stupid.
they were. But what I'm saying is, to your point as well, where you're saying, imagine you had a Casemiro on the wings. Saka and Martinelli they developing into the Casemiros on the wings.
They're developing.
And I think if they've shown what they've shown this season, next season they are going to be better. I think that next season we've got a better shot just because of the fact that we are going to have a much fuller squad, firstly, and we are going to have better players in that starting 11. Granit Xhaka, I don't see him starting next season, bro. I don't see Xhaka starting. If we get Declan Rice in, or we get
Which is the
Caicedo
rumour.
in.
Yeah.
I don't see Xhaka start immediately. We look way better forward. Saliba is going to be back from injury.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I'm
So
not,
what's so then what? So what's the prediction against?
My prediction for Southampton, I'm gonna say 3-1. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet without Saliba. I'm gonna say 3-1, and I'm gonna say that we go into the Manchester City game. Yo, dude, play for the win. Genuinely, go to Man City, go to the Etihad, play for the win. Last season when we went there, we
That's
showed we
brave,
could do
man.
it. We showed we could do it. What killed us was a bullshit fucking red card because Rob Holding decided to be a twat at the worst moment. We've seen it. But before that red card, we absolutely owned that game, bro. When Saka scored his goal, we were in the driving seat. We can fucking do it again. If we can go to Anfield, come lose from 2-0 up, end up getting like a 2-2 draw, we can get a point at the Etihad. If we can leave the Etihad with 1 point, solid. But that point means fuck all if we don't beat Southampton. We have to beat Southampton, bro. I'm saying 3-1.
You have to survive the first.
I'm saying
half.
I
3-1.
think it's 2-0 Arsenal in the Southampton game.
Oh, Southampton game. Yeah.
Your eyes went big.
Nah,
bro.
but
Like,
like,
I-
City, I'm like, yo,
I'm not
okay.
saying 2-0 City.
Because you said very confidently, I'm like, because I thought, yo.
Another thing I will say, just last thing to touch on. Rob Holding has been, he's been decent. He's been decent.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
But I think the fact
That hair transplant
the
has
last-
done him fucking,
bruh.
bruh.
Done him on.
the
The
last
better than Hamilton,
the
bro.
last 2 games he's really exposed how much he is not Saliba.
Yeah.
And I think that what Arteta needs to do is start Kivio tonight against Southampton. Honestly. If Kivio is 22 years old, the plan is that he is the future Rob Holding. He is the future rotational guy the goal is for him to push for a starting place. You know what I mean? Start him. Don't let his last appearance be the substitute appearance in that Liverpool game. You are gonna have to use him again before the season is over. Why not start him against Southampton of all clubs, against the team that cannot score goals? Start your new boy. If he struggles, let Rob Holding come on. You know what I mean? I wouldn't start Holding tonight. Not only for Kivio's sake, but also for Holding's sake, because he looks like he's starting to get a bit in his head, bro.
Yeah, take a break.
Tonight, I would start Kivio and Gabriel, but it doesn't help. They're both left-footed centre-backs, but I would rather try that, bro. Or fuck it, bro. Try, like, Tierney at centre-back even. I don't care. But Holding, I think, needs to be that super sub from the bench dude again. It just suits him better.
I think, yeah, there's no harm in
It
trying
suits him
Kimo in a
better.
match like this.
Give
Yeah.
him a shot, bro.
I'm
But
gonna-
yeah, what's your prediction for tonight?
I do see Arsenal bouncing back. I think it might be a bit difficult. I'm going to say 2-1. Not a...
Not
I don't think
but-
a clean sheet. Like I said, with Holding there, no
But a
clean
2-1,
sheet.
it's a nice...
No, that's fine.
It was been a difficult
If it comes
victory, but
with a good
it will help Arsenal.
If it comes with a good performance.
We had to push for that. Some people will be like, they just beat bottom
Bottom
bottom of the table
yeah.
Southampton.
But if it comes
Like,
with a good
if
performance,
they're
I'll
struggling-
accept the 2-1.
They're struggling like that. Then how are they going to do against City? I'll say, it's
If it's a fight.
it's good for them. They need that. It's almost like it's almost humbling in a sense. So it just gives them a wake up call.
Look,
They need a W, man.
We'll have a little bit more of a rest in City because obviously we play tonight, City play Saturday, then we both play
That
Wednesday.
doesn't affect them, bro.
No, I know that's look. I'm
It's
grasping.
insane,
I'm
yeah,
grasping
wait.
at straws here. I'm looking at anything that any little advantage that we can have over City, Arteta needs to take advantage of.
The more games City get, they play and they win it, so they just get more momentum. It's like fuck.
But yeah, that's Arsenal Southampton. I think Arsenal we have to win it. That's it. I'm not gonna even consider a loss because if we lose, that's the title done.
Yeah.
Simple as, bruh. And then just to wrap things up, we got Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest, bruh, at Anfield.
The best for last.
Liverpool coming in off the back of a beautiful win. Yes, your attackers are just scoring for fun now, no?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Damn.
I think everyone's on Trent's dick.
I'm sorry, he has absolutely revolutionized this Liverpool comeback. And credit to Klopp. Absolutely
I
credit to
don't know.
Klopp. I didn't see that transition happening. I didn't see him making that transition.
Yeah.
I
mean,
haven't been watching
it's-
Liverpool week
it's
in, week
two
out.
games, but I mean, let's not forget the first half against Arsenal. He
He crumpled.
was fucking nowhere.
But just as much as you're saying that, let's not forget the second half.
Yeah. So if we can sort out a way to confidently defend with Trent in that role, then we're golden. Because going forward, it's gravy.
like,
He's
yeah.
the fucking. The stats don't lie. That man, the heat maps don't lie. The possession stats don't lie. The passing accuracy and all that don't lie. But when the switchover happens, the transitional play.
That's
If we
where he
set,
gets
if
caught
we
out.
set, we are it. The transition between attack. If we
That's
can,
where he's caught out.
yeah, if we can figure that out properly, then Trent by all means in your new role. I
can
get it.
flourish.
Yeah.
Both Liverpool and Arsenal are quite lucky this weekend that we're facing teams that
that you can do
and,
that.
and it's both at home.
You see,
We both have home games.
Yes, but like, I will say the first time we tried it was against league leaders Arsenal, and it didn't work. But then it did work. So
In
it's
the
like
second
it was
half,
like a pinch. Take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, catch-22.
Yeah. So, I mean, if the second half crumbled as well, then I think that's the end of it. So that second half obviously gives a lot of hope, and now we see it flourish against Leeds.
Again,
I'm still
opposition
trying to
that
take it.
you-
I'm still taking it with a pinch of salt because it's. I know we played against Arsenal,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. It was home. It was that again. We also that 13th man of the crowd.
Yes.
I'm not taking it all in. I'm holding my. I'm not sharing those give me sports posts of Trent's new role. All the shit on Facebook. All this money. I'm not sharing it just yet. Just calm down. Like fucking fuck
But
with you, Trent.
let him cook.
Yeah, let him. Yeah, we just gave me a starter. Let me have a full course. You get me? Fucking well.
And on that note, brother,
That's
I was gonna say, with regards to the Leeds game, I know it's easy to downplay because of Leeds' form and shit. But
Yeah.
I thought that what was especially good mentality-wise for Liverpool is that you guys haven't got many points on the road this season, no?
Yeah. So
To get a win like that away from home, I think mentality-wise,
up until that point, it was a fucking 4 points out of a possible 20.
yeah, that's shocking.
And that was all 0-0
Anfield is
draws
saving
against.
Liverpool.
against
So that's why I say, I mean, look, we spoke about the amount of clean sheets so
Sorry,
far
not
this season.
0-0 draws,
Allison
just
is just behind Ramsdale for clean sheets this season.
And
So
that's all Anfield.
that's all Anfield, bruv. That's why I say the Leeds
20,
game.
bro. We 9 points off fourth, and
Yeah.
we could have gotten a possible 20 points from away games. Like that just shows you how poor our away form has been. Like
And that's why I say that Leeds game was big, man. It obviously it was Leeds, but to score 6 goals away from for Liverpool right now, that's what you needed. That's exactly what you needed.
The biggest thing I took away from that game was Jota getting a goal. It was the second goal was pretty shite, to be honest. Like I'm not like how it came, but he scuffed the way he celebrated. You could see he was like but just him getting back on the clean sheet because he deserves the goal the way he plays. Because in all honesty, he played his way into that side constantly.
He always does. He always has to.
Without him scoring, it's like, fuck, we can't justify Jota in the side. So I'm glad he's getting on the score sheet just to give some momentum to himself also.
He's a dope player,
yeah,
bro.
but
He's a solid player. It just doesn't help when you've got people in the same position who are objectively better.
But it helps. I think everyone scoring helps everyone.
Yeah.
So
always.
that's the
Always,
biggest thing.
bro.
I mean, yeah, I know we got a lot of goals, but I mean, we've scored 7 the other day. We scored 9.
But like I said, 6 goals
But just
away
the
from
W
home.
away, that was the buzz.
So
Is
yeah,
top 4 on the table?
it is. Come on, you have
got
to
momentum.
admit that
I'm
it's
gonna
on
say
the
we have
table.
momentum, but we're still outside chance.
gotta
We're
admit
still
that it's
relying
on
on other teams to drop points.
Yeah.
It's not in our hands.
Newcastle
But
and
I think
Tottenham.
you also play 1 or 2 of the teams that you're competing with.
Yes,
in the
and we have a
last
game in
couple.
hand.
Yeah.
A game in hand against 5th place.
Do you guys think Newcastle and Tottenham are going to fall out the top 4?
I think Spurs are definitely playing their way out of it. I think Newcastle, if they don't bounce back in the very next game, then they're out.
I think if we can finish top 4, it's behind you guys 3rd.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Newcastle are looking like they might.
Newcastle are, like,
I
sketchy
know
now,
Aston
yeah.
Villa were playing a hell of a game, but if Newcastle don't bounce back with
Honestly,
the win in their next game, I think they're done.
I
for
kind of
good.
think Tottenham has more chance of staying up than Newcastle for some reason.
definitely.
I don't.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think Newcastle have consistency going in their favor
Yeah.
this season. Spurs haven't shown real consistency.
But I think Spurs have just been there before.
But
so-
also the whole Spurs manager thing. They have an interim manager.
Spurs don't have a
Yeah.
manager. Newcastle have Eddie Howe.
But they fucking have Harry
Newcastle
Kane.
have a great fucking manager.
Yeah, bro. And they have a manager who's been there.
That's
They
the
have a
thing.
team who have been there.
Yeah, but not been there in the top 4. But yeah,
No,
I get you. I
but-
get you.
but-
I get
but
you. I get you.
Spurs,
I get
I
you.
think Spurs, there's too many cracks. There's way
I
too
know
many
there's
cracks,
a lot
bro.
of cracks, but I just think
And I'm hope
with
they get bigger
Kane though,
so that
they
we can
Kane
slip
can
through.
literally just carry them through.
He can.
If
It's not long. It's
no,
like
it's
10
not
games.
long. Exactly. If shit works
Kane and
out,
Son.
yeah, and if shit works out for them, I do weirdly think Tottenham have more of a chance than Newcastle of staying. in
They
the top.
should on paper.
Yeah,
But when you look at the results,
I know
brother,
the results.
Oh my God, Newcastle have had a hell of a season. Had a hell of a season. But yeah, predictions. It's at Anfield. Like I said, great way to follow up a big away win with a home game against
That
a team that you're
considering-
also likely to beat. What do you think?
Considering the performance has also been there. I will say that. I mean, yes, 1 or 2 mistakes, but like if you want to compare into Upa Maguire, Konate makes mistakes.
Maguire, but
Yeah.
he's used the two.
Honestly, they
the
both
two
had
biggest
terrible-
spots.
yeah,
Exactly, and they both collapse.
Yeah,
Whereas
they both
if you
did.
compare it, I mean, it's a completely different league or whatever. But I mean, Konate made a mistake, gave away the goal, and he more than made up for it. Coming back in that Leeds game, he was
Fair enough.
solid.
Yeah.
So it didn't get to him, and it didn't get to the team also. The team was, so the performance is good. I'm gonna say 3-0.
I'm saying 3-0 too. I agree.
Yeah, I could say. I'm going to say 4-0 actually. Because it's at Anfield and these motherfuckers know how to score goals at Anfield, bro.
They do.
Yeah, they know how to score goals at
Yeah,
Anfield.
with Trent at Anfield in that position.
I'm going to say 4-0, yeah. I think Salah's going to get another brace or a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Salah looks like he's fucking woken up now,
You
boy.
think he's gonna end on a 20 plus season?
I think that's in his hands. He can. I think when you look at the
thing
run
is
of
though,
games,
What
the
a
fact that
cuck season!
Liverpool
He's
only
still
have,
on over 20 goals.
And
That's
also-
Liverpool only have
insane,
one game.
Also,
a week.
I don't think Salah's awake yet. I still think he's playing kind of
No,
sleepy.
I'm saying he's starting to look like
Yeah.
he's
Well,
starting
no,
to wake
he's
up now.
finishing. But he's still
No,
not.
he's still not.
He's still
No,
not
no, no.
dominant.
He's
No,
still
but
not
you see,
dominating.
For sure.
The standard that he's been set.
I know.
That-
That man
that-
isn't dominant. So that's
That's
why
why I
it looks
said
like-
it's
it looks
still in
so
his
bad.
hands. It's in his hands. You ask, can he finish on 20? I'm saying it's in his hands.
I
If
mean,
he
he
keeps this current form up, this current goal scoring rate
Yeah.
up, then of course he'll get there.
But he's not at
But
the
he's
point.
got a-
But I know what Ethan's playing. He's not at the point where he's taking 2 or 3 players out of the game
No,
just
no,
by
no,
his
no,
little
no.
run.
Which is
even
what
though
he
he doesn't.
saw.
Even,
Exactly.
For
even
sure.
though
He
he
still scores,
Even though he
exactly.
may, I was gonna say, even though he maybe doesn't score in that run, but he's taken 2 or 3 players out that he's opened
Yeah,
up. Yeah, but
No,
he's not quite there yet.
We're
No, he's
starting
not. But
to
he's
see
finishing.
the early
yeah,
stages of it again, man. And the sooner it happens for him, the better for Liverpool, bro. You know what I mean?
Fucking well.
That's why I say again, I'm just glad that we're done playing y'all for the season, bro. Fuck. But yeah, I think 4-0 Liverpool, I'm going. And then just a quick run through of other shit that I wanted to talk about. Fucking Roy Hodgson season, eh?
No, and
He's gonna get the chopper on him, lad.
Absolutely proving me wrong. I
and,
doubted
and I
this man
said
from
as soon
the
as he
minute
came
they announced-
in,
You
as
did?
I literally said
You
this.
backed
This
him?
is the perfect
You
fucking
backed
signing.
him,
My
bruh.
favorite Roy Hodgson moment this season was when in his last game he took a stroll around the city.
I saw pictures of him in the tracksuit.
Yeah, he's just looking fucking.
I
how
literally
old is
showed
this man?
Logan a
Like
picture,
18.
It
yeah.
was cold, bro. That's a cold
No,
photo, dog.
he's. I think because of his he's been there so long. I think he's weirdly underrated. You know what I mean? I think when you've been in the Premier League so long and you
Yeah.
maybe
and
don't.
when the game is modernizing.
Exactly, he's older. I think a lot of people gave up on him mentally.
Yeah.
But I think he's really proving he is
Dude,
honestly one of
He's
the
not
best.
gonna win you a league.
No, exactly. But
but
he'll,
fucking
he's
is,
gonna.
dog.
He will. Yeah.
this guy should be in the Premier
He's
League Hall of
fucking-
Fame
he
at some
should
point.
be in Hall of-
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's proven me wrong. I know it's just been 2 games, but holy shit.
No,
Dude,
they look-
have
they
I
look
been
the
caught with my foot
foundation-
in my damn mouth, bro? Because I doubted this man.
The podcast that never sleeps, by the way.
I doubted him. Nah, I'm enjoying it. I'm not. He looks like he hasn't even. He looks like a proper fuck it. Yeah, it's what I do.
Yeah,
I just
They
did.
just did. They just did.
and
bruh.
also before he came in, Palace's big thing was they didn't
They
score
didn't score goals.
and now they won 5-0 against Leeds.
It
They
was
won
Leeds.
3-0, but
Yo,
still.
but same Leeds have given up.
I know
thing.
Leeds,
It's their
I know.
first time in the Easter they've given double 5-5s in each goal,
Oh,
each game.
that's tough.
But yeah, look, that
It
was
was 5
just a
against.
young,
It was 5 against Palace and then 6 against us.
Against
a young,
Liverpool.
a young shout out to Roy Hodgson.
No, and then the next game against Everton, and I think they'll win that too.
Now, speaking of the next game, we were just speaking about points being dropped in Liverpool's chase for top 4. Newcastle versus Spurs is this weekend, and that is at St James Park.
Oh fuck,
Draw.
that's tough for Spurs. Then
fucking
I still
proper
I will
draw.
still say Spurs get a point. So let's go.
Damn, bro.
So let's go 1-1.
1-1. I think it's high scoring. If it's a shared
it's
points,
high
it's
scoring.
probably going to be a 2-2 at least, bro. But I actually think Newcastle is going to take it. I think 3-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
Maybe it's just the Arsenal fan in me that hopes for that more.
Yeah.
3-1 Newcastle.
What do you think, Spons?
No fucking draw, bro.
Draw.
No again.
I just want them to. I don't want them to score.
Damn.
I want
fair
us
enough.
to catch them.
That's the Liverpool fan in
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
We
But
got-
the logic in me is fucking. Maybe like a 3-2.
No?
But I see Newcastle winning it in like the 80th minute and going mad. Like just scenes. One of those games.
Yeah. We got Fulham versus Leeds also at Fulham home.
It's got to be Fulham. Leeds are doing
Fulham
terribly.
need a win now, bro.
Also, Leeds kind of do.
bro.
Leeds
fucked.
kind of do too. They
No,
do.
Leeds need one more, but the thing is, Fulham, they've lost that momentum that they had them fucking dancing for joy in the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? So I think that Fulham absolutely need the win. The fact that it's at their home, I gotta give it to them.
Fulham.
I've done this before in the West Ham game and they fucking lost, but I have to give it to
I'll go
Leeds. They look shook, bro.
I'll go Fulham too.
Yeah,
No.
Leeds
They look
they
shook.
got no confidence. They play.
I think Fulham, I'm gonna say Fulham 3-0.
I agree.
No, 1-0. There's no Mitrovic.
Yeah, that's saying 2.
I'll agree with the win. I don't know. I'm not gonna predict this all. But
No
I
score.
agree. Fulham.
Palace, Everton, yeah.
gotta be
I'm gonna
Palace.
give it to
Gotta be
Palace. I say
Palace.
2-0, bro.
Yeah.
2-0 Palace. Brentford versus Villa. That's gonna be a
That's
cracker.
got to be Villa, though.
And it's at Brentford's home.
It's got. I think Villa have like 6 wins in the last 7.
Yeah, they do.
I think
Brentford
it's-
always have it in them,
but
bro.
I think
I
it's
think it's
gotta
gonna be a
be
good
Villa.
game. I honestly think.
Also, Villa are fighting for top 4 now.
I'd say I would say 2-1 Villa.
Can't call it.
It's
That's
tough.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's gonna
tough.
be a solid game, but I'd say 2-1 Villa.
I'm saying 3-1 Villa. Dude.
I want
3-1?
because considering what I want, I'm gonna go with Brentford.
Alright. Leicester City versus Wolves. Wolves on the
Wolves.
form that they've found somehow.
Yeah,
I can't bet
I'll go
against
2-0
them, even though it's
Wolves.
at Leicester's home. I'm
I'll
gonna
go
say
1-0 Wolves.
2-0.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Wolves. 3-1. I think Leicester will get a goal. Then we got Bournemouth versus West Ham at Bournemouth's home, bro.
I think West Ham, maybe West Ham get a 1-0.
Bournemouth-
They just won the
Europa.
But Bournemouth have been doing alright.
Pause.
No, they won the Europa game.
Pause. It was confidence.
Look, Bournemouth have
the-
been
yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Fair
Bournemouth,
enough.
they're definitely the more informed team. They're 2 points above West Ham. West Ham have a game in hand on them. But it's at Bournemouth's home. I got to give it to Bournemouth, I think, bro.
I think
I would hope that West Ham can take. I see here the win probability. West Ham are just edging at 37%.
I'm gonna say West Ham win 1-0.
West Ham 1-0?
Yeah.
West
You
Ham-
think a Bournemouth own goal?
Tony.
Nah,
Antonio.
I think that's gonna be a draw. I think that may be a stalemate. Maybe 1-1. Maybe 1-1. Maybe.
I'm gonna say Antonio's gonna score.
Yeah, look, I think we can wrap there, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing. If you haven't already, then
Al Nassr
please
Weekly?
do so. There's nothing to update. No, just Cristiano
no,
Ronaldo's
they-
amazing WWE finisher.
I think he did a zigzag
Oh,
to some
yes,
guy.
yes.
But I think they lost like 2-0 in that game, eh?
That's why we don't talk about it. It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
There was no Al Nassr.
I
this
think
week,
that
bro.
game was
was rigged.
the signal was
a bit
fucked up,
wonky,
like,
yeah.
Hopefully Al Nassr this week will be back next week.
Al Nassr next week. Stay
Al
tuned.
Nassr next week. And yeah, before we officially go, I do have to remind you that this is the podcast that never sleeps.
Yeah, you can say
Hey, he's saying it now.
can
What
say
the
it,
fuck?
Logie.
You don't get to
Yeah,
say it.
yeah. I see
No, it's
y'all
fine now.
left me hanging. You left me
Yeah.
waving.
I
was like,
should
oh,
have-
shit,
I should
Okay, we'll give you
I'm
one.
doing a solo.
Say it, like the podcast that never sleeps.
The
Oh.
podcast that never sleeps. Like and subscribe for more, and we will catch you in the next one.